Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Happy Labor Day to each and every one of you. Today, my subject is on rest. Rest. Uh, the way that I'm gonna present the subject, it's it's in another different way, which is it is good, really good. There are many ways that anybody can talk about rest. Is depend the way that you perceive it, the way that you view the contest, different ways. So it's all good when you blend them together. So God, the creator of the universe, He has created. He has been created the whole universe wherever you may be. The universe provides for us the things that we may need. The things that we may need, they are there. But we have to know that although they are there, we have to apply some kind of formality in order to receive it. And that is the reason why the Bible says that faith without work is dead. It doesn't matter how much faith you have. If you're looking at something that your heart desire, if you do not apply the right principle, the right alignment, you're gonna wait for a whole long time for the rest of your life. It may not happen because you're missing the bar, you're missing the point, because you didn't do the work. The other day, for instance, I wanted to go to another territory. The planes are available and the tickets is there. But in order for me to be there, I have to do the process. What is the process? I have to have money. I have to put my mind to know what should I do. I had to have ticket. I have to find myself at the airport. I had to find myself sitting in the plane. Then, for me to be at the level or at the place where I need to be. And I believe it is the same way in life, although that God already did whatever He has to do for us to just take over. But we know that we have to take over from there with for whatever we decide to have. So, like I said, that whatever you need to have, you have to prepare yourself. You have to do the job. Imagine yourself that if if you want to work at a at the office at the office, and if you want to become a pilot, or if you want to become even a mother, so there are rules and procedure that you need to kind of start it from there. It's a work. It is a work. It's a process for you to be at the next level, step by step. So that is how it goes. That is how it goes. And if you do not see it that way, it is totally impossible to have what you desire to have. It is impossible for you to rest. If you need that thing keep talking to you in your mind. Your mind cannot be rested until you finish to do the job. Me, for instance, that I like sometimes when I be going to bed, I like to go after people, after my children, that I need to kind of clean up the area. Some certain stuff I need to clean them up before I go to bed. If I don't clean them up, I mean, I cannot be rested in some sort of way because my mind has not accomplished the job that I supposed to do. And this is the same way. This is the same way. In order for you to have a complete full rest, you have to do the job. How many of you love to be rested? I know, but so in order to have rest, you have to work. Who needs to be rested? The one who do the job, the one who finished the job, the one who accomplished the job. That person is the one needs to be rested because that person was doing something. Now that person is retired. So you need to be rested now because you done something. So that's how it is. God's desires for us is to be complete, is to live life and abundantly. But in order to live life and abundantly, the process has to be done. The job has to be done. Then, after, you can be rested. There's nothing wrong with that to be rested. It depends on how much rest you take, how much rest you give to your body. The body requires some certain amount of rest. Too much rest is no good. Too much rest can even make you sick, make you drowsy. So you are the one who have to know that how much I have to do, what I'm supposed to do, what day, what time I'm supposed to be at work. Even the great prophet Elijah, he was a strong prophet. Oh my God. But there was a point that he was tired. He had to take some rest. You need some rest. You need some rest. But you have to know that you cannot keep on going, resting and resting. If you keep relying on resting, the job will not take place. The time will keep on going, but you will remain stagnant because you're still sleeping. The body is sleeping. When you're sleeping, you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything such as working. So in Exodus chapter 20 verse 9 to 10, God says that we shall labor 6 days, do all the work, but at the 7 days we shall rest, because it is a Sabbath day. Sabbath day. The day of the Lord, the Lord's day, which is beautiful. The Lord's day. It is beautiful. to be fruitful, totally fruitful, it is a seed that you have to plant. The seed could be represent different things. Different things. It's depending on how you see it. It's depending on what you want to do. It could be you deciding going to go back to school. It could be you deciding going to keep a job. It could be you deciding to have a new relationship. It could be you deciding to build a house. It could be you deciding to leave a perfect legacy for your loved ones, even for the whole world. The seed can be represent a whole different things. But your responsibility is to allow the seed to perform, to do the job, is to plant the seed and let the seed germinate it. If you hold the seed by sleeping, by resting too much, man, the seed will not go, will not produce. It will be barren, it will be unprofitable. But the seed, when you plant the seed becomes a harvest. How wonderful that will be to have a harvest. How wonderful that will be for you to see you have a big harvest. I love to have a big harvest. So he wants us to be prosperous. But do you see yourself as prosperous? How do you see yourself as fruitful? Do you want to be fruitful? If you want to be fruitful, you have to plant the seed and nurture the seed, cultivate the seed, and then see yourself manifested in a big harvest. Because if you do the job, the harvest will take place. The harvest will take place. Can you see yourself lavishly by having everything that you're supposed to have? Everything. And that will be beautiful. That will be nice. So it's all about the work. It's okay to have faith. It's okay to have faith. But I'm telling you, without the work, you will not have anything. You will not have even a complete rest because the job has not done. How many of you sometimes you know that you should have done something regarding this, regarding that, and then you didn't do anything? You force yourself to sleep. No, you cannot sleep because your brain keep wondering. Oh, oh my God, I forgot to do this. Oh, I neglected doing that. I should. No. In order to have a peaceful rest, you have to do the job. Unless you do not have the full sense. Unless you don't have sense. Because there are things need to be done in order before you go to sleep. What will happen if you don't do the work? You know, if you don't do the work, you will become short. Short in a way that where you meager, where you do not have enough, when you do not have quantity, you do not have the right amount of quantity that you should have. So when you are living a poor life, your life do not have what it need to be to receive. Your life become missing of joy, missing of love, missing of peace, missing of wealth, missing of happiness, missing of security, missing of passion. Division will take place. Collapse. How many of you sometimes you heard that also and so's house collapse? Collapse in a way the house still standing, but in some sort of way inside of it, everything is collapsed. Where they do not have what it takes for the house to remain peaceful, for the house to remain joyful. What happened? Family become apart. So and so goes over here, so and so goes over there, so and so goes somewhere else, because the formality to keep up with everything is not there. But it's terrible. It's terrible. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to have a job. It's a beautiful thing to know that today I'm gonna work. I'm going to work. She's going to work. He's going to work. When you work, you bring a sense of valor. You bring a sense of dignity. You bring a sense of, I don't know what to put behind it again. It seems like you complete something. You get it done. But when you don't, you accumulated all the lacks, lack of everything. And the next thing you know, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. It says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 10, whosoever do not work shall not be eaten. If you don't work, you shouldn't be eating. Wow. How many of you do not like this statement? Oh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I need this. I need that. Well, you have to participate. Participate, big or small, you have to participate in it. So, that's how it goes. That why let's look at the reason why that Abraham, the great friend of God, a man of valor. So it's depend how you see Abraham. It's depend what category you put Abraham. But all is well. But he's a great man of God. So Abraham had to go to Canaan. Joseph's brothers has to go to Egypt in a storm. The reason why they go to Egypt, because when the storm hit their land. The storm could be anything. A storm could be a lack of the things that you do not have. The things you wish to have, you don't have. And Joseph's brothers, they didn't have food. They had such a big famine where in that same moment, the storm, they had to take off to go to Egypt to look for food. Can you imagine in a storm where you should be preserved, where you should be covered, but because you didn't prepare, and then you find yourself have to go out to look for food, to look for the things that you don't have, the things that you should have. That's how I'm making this video, where you can be prepared. Prepare for tomorrow, because tomorrow will come. Tomorrow will come. And I'm telling you, there is no passion in it. There is no passion in it, partiality in it, because no matter who you are, if you didn't do the job, if you do not do the job, you will be hit. The storm gonna hit you. The storm gonna hit you. Where you have to go out in a wrong time. It's a command. You have to go. Sometimes you're looking at the storm. You look at the moment you are in, where you do not have the peace, where you do not have money, where you do not have a whole lot of things, but you find yourself to go out. Sometimes you wonder, when am I ever get there? Am I ever get it? Because your brain kind of zig here, zig there, zig here, zigzag here, zigzag there, where your brain is not completely settled. But sometimes, although your brain is settled or not settled, you have to take off. But you have to understand that you have to prepare yourself. And that is what I make this video, in a way to motivate you, in a way to impel you to prepare yourself, because the storm gonna come. You have to prepare yourself for tomorrow, because you never know what will happen between now and tomorrow. So when you prepare yourself, what life throws at your feet, you'll be able to manage, because you kind of prepare yourself in some sort of way. Look what happened in Louisiana, Texas, China. Katrina, when Katrina came, it was such a big disaster. Can you imagine? You have a storm, you have a hurricane come to your house, where your fridge is empty, where there is no money, where there is nothing. Oh my God. You have to prepare. And sometimes you kill yourself too. How many of you, sometimes you heard that person ran out, that person was out? You do not know. That person may went out to get some food. That person may went out to pay the light bills. That person may went out to get something done, thinking that I gonna make it back. And that person didn't have a chance to make it back. You see what I'm talking about? That is the reason why I have encouraged you to view things in a way where you never know what will take place. As I do not know what will take place tomorrow, I better prepare myself. I better prepare myself for tomorrow. For tomorrow. Because tomorrow will come. unexpectedly. Unexpectedly. Since you don't know what tomorrow will be, you might as well getting ready right now for the things you may need tomorrow. Sometimes when we're not ready, we find ourselves in a spot where we don't want to be. When we look at the spot, you hit the spot because you say, wow, come mama. Well, I don't like here. I don't want to be here. Well, you're going to find yourself to stay here for a little while because you didn't prepare. You know, you didn't prepare. Today, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself in many ways. In many ways. Not only for the hurricane, but for spiritual way. For natural way. So, when life is distracting you, when you prepare, you can say that, well, when you look at this, the problem, you know the problem is there, but has you already been prepared? I mean, you know that I think I can manage it. I think I can manage it because you know who you are. You know what you already have, you know. Today, will you prepare for tomorrow? What things you can do today to prepare to have a better life? What does your life mean to you? What is your loved ones mean to you? What is life means to you? If those things are matter to you, but you have to prepare. You have to prepare. Sometimes it's not so and so gonna prepare for you. It is you have to prepare for your own self because I am a witness of that. I am a witness of that. Don't look at about what so and so have. No, that's so and so's business. But if so and so collapse, well, what will you do now? You know, that is the reason why I'm saying that you have to prepare for yourself. Prepare for your children. Prepare for your wife. Because if you are the household, the head of the house, how come you expect for so to prepare for you? It is you are to prepare for your life. It is you have to prepare for your family. It is your responsibility to make their life secure. And that is the reason why we have so many disrespect children, disrespected wife, disrespected loved ones, because there are some bridges that you have to plan to place where your loved one can put their feet, where they don't have to look, where they don't have to collapse, or where they don't have to leave behind, It is you have to prepare that. But if you're not, and that person see looking back there, oh, how I'm gonna make it? How I should make it? Am I gonna make it? That person becomes so perplexed, so confused. All that confusion bring incitement. All that confusion bring trouble. So the person would quietly show what will happen, what will take place. And then that person becomes so resentment. And when you are in that stage, you cannot be a lovely wife. You cannot be a lovely husband. You cannot be a lovely children. You cannot be. You wish to be, you want to be, but the storm are tracasing you. The storm is tracasing your brain by wandering. Today, I encourage you to look around your life, to look around your loved ones, to look around life itself, to see how you can be prepared, how you can be a better husband, how you can be a better wife, how you can be better children. There are things you have to do to help yourself prepare inside and out. Because life, it's a battle. You will be hurt. You will be hurt every now and then. Because as you can see, storm comes every now and then. I will never forget. I will never forget that. One of my teachers, my literature teacher, a handsome, was such a handsome professor inside and out. That man always peaceful. Sometimes the way that person stand kind of tell you how it is. So I remember while he was teaching the class, he says that life is a war, but I was unable to understand the definition of life, the definition of war. But I think what he says kind of makes sense. Lovely. But if I have known life is a war, I will become better prepared. I will become another person than I am now. Or the person that I am now, I be maybe it will be different, much more different. But I encourage you, life is a war. Life is a war where you need to prepare. You need to prepare. You need to prepare. Because in Genesis chapter 42, verse 3, when the famine hit the people of God, Abraham and Joseph's family, they had to take off. But you have to see, you have to realize about the division, because when you're not preparing, when the storm comes, there will be division. Sometimes mom goes somewhere else, dad goes somewhere else, children go somewhere else. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? But I encourage you, while you can, do something about it. What would you do today if you are to looking about life or about preparation? What will you do today to prepare for your life, for your loved one's life, for your loved one's future? What will you do? Plan. Plan. You have to make a plan. You know, storm is a crisis. Sometimes there are things that you need in your life. Hallelujah. There are things you need in your life. It's become a crisis if you are willing to fix it, or if you didn't prepare, as a crisis. God was the most reasonable person when it comes for preparation, because a wise man, a wise woman, see things way, way, way ahead. Remember when Jesus says that, bring the whole tithe to my own house, to my storehouse, therefore my house will have food. Well, the house will have food for what? For storm, for whenever somebody needs some food, when somebody hungry. It says that in Malachi 3:10. Bring their whole tithe into my warehouse. Therefore, my house will be filled. In case of famine, in case of famine, where I used to live, my country, my father was a great farmer. Great farmer, where my father used to have about 10 people working for him in different point, different area. Sugar, cane, alcohol, produce, and land, and animals. He had different people. So there will be a time my father get the products. So when he get the produce, that he put them in some dam gens where you can cultivate them in such a, like a cane. You put them in a cane, because most of the time after the harvest is wonderful, but the harvest will not last for a long time. You have to preserve the harvest. You have to save the harvest for when the famine comes. So you will have some people don't. So when the famine comes, they know who my father is. People come all far away, different area. They come to buy. They come to buy with what he has preserved, what he have been so life will come, bad things will come, but you have to know that I have to do something in case. And that the same way Jesus saying, I urge you to bring them inside to my house, where my house will have food. Today, you may need an education to secure your life, to secure your loved ones. You might need a job to secure for tomorrow. Would you stay, rest and rest and rest, sleep and sleep, be lazy? No, you can't. It's wonderful to have some rest. But when you finish resting, rise up and do something. When you rise up, you have to look around. What should I do now? What I'm supposed to do now? Well, if you don't do it, you're gonna live in a big mess. And it's not good. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. You have to know what I'm supposed to do for tomorrow. What would you do today? If you are a father, if you are a mother, sometimes a father is a mother also. A mother is a father as well, in some sort of way. What would you do today to seek you for tomorrow, for your children for tomorrow, for your house tomorrow? What would you do? Would you spend everything that you have today without leaving a little bit for tomorrow, without prepare for your future tomorrow? Would you do that? But how about tomorrow? Some people, they spend everything that they have. They have they have multiple wives everywhere. Spend here, spend there, spend here, spend there, and spend in a big, large amount. It's wonderful. It is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. To spend in the right way, not in a foolishness way. Why you need different wives for? It doesn't matter how many wives you will have. You will still be empty. You will still have desire. Well, you go to that wife today and do what you need there. And next moment or next day, the desire come up again. You might as well have one wife. one wife and give her everything she needs. Have one husband and give that husband everything that husband needs. Without no foolishness desire, I need more wife. I need more husband. Well, for what? For what? My mother used to say, my parents need to say, um, when you drop your bucket here and drop your bucket there and here and there, you will never accumulate nothing because you wasted it too many spots. You have to waste it. You have to put some in one spot. Therefore, you will still have plenty in your basket. Because if you have to put it in different categories, and they're waiting on you to put them there. But when you keep on doing here, keep on doing there, when you look at your bucket have a teeny bit in it, a tiny bit. No, you have to think. You have to think. You have to think. Sometimes when you are a man, you are the one who have to think. When you are a mother, you are the one who have to think. Life has consequences. What would you do today to become a wonderful parent? Some parents, they have not been good to their children. And the children getting so upset. So upset. You my mother. You my father. You're supposed to nourishing me. You're supposed to, when they know that. I mean, they're upset. They're upset. It's wonderful when you can provide for your loved ones. Not only that, give them regular every day. All the time regular. You don't feel like life is beautiful. You don't feel like life is wonderful. Sometimes it's nice to have regular, but sometimes you have to place something beautiful, something valuable in your wife's hand, in your children's hands to know that, oh, my father loves me. My husband loves me. Some people, they just give you something that is okay. Hold this. Okay, it's okay, I hold this. But how about the year features coming? How about every time we eat beans, every time chicken and rice, but there will be a time you have to do something beautiful, something wonderful. Well, if it has to be regular every day, you're kind of annoying with it. Feel annoying. Today, rise up, fight, embrace the future, embrace your life, embrace for tomorrow because you never know. Will you keep on resting and resting and resting? How many rests do you need? How much more rest do you need? Too much rest is contagious. It's not good for the body. You have to have the perfect amount rest for your well-being. But too much is bad. What should you do? What you're supposed to do? There are goals. You need to go forward. There are dreams that you need to go forward. And when you want to have, when your life needs to be multiplied, when you want to have a complete life tomorrow, there are some gold diggers that you have to take them out of your life. Some people around you, they don't want you to be prosper because they know how to diminish you because everything that you have, they want to get it from you. And if you do not have enough knowledge, if you don't have enough sense, whenever you get it, you really sit to them. You really sit to them and they know what they're doing. Even your own precious wife, your own precious husband, They are some kind of locusts. They do not want you to have. They do not want you to have a wonderful, lovely home with your wife, with your husband. Everything they know that you have, they come to borrow it. Sometimes they bring it back. Sometimes they crush it. Sometimes they come for another new one, another one, another one. But if they keep coming, another one, another one, another one, how are you going to have a beautiful life with your husband, with your wife? They know what they're doing. They want to destroy your life. And then the next minute, when you become so poor, they laugh at you. They're going to laugh at you. You better be ready. They're going to laugh at you saying that, you tell me, since you have been working in that bank, since you have been working in that store, since you have been having this, having that, you didn't serve anything for tomorrow. You didn't give her this. You didn't give her that. You didn't give him this. Oh, you are such a bastard. They are the one who caused you didn't have the perfect peace of mind to think. Everything that you have, they want it. Everything that you have, they every time they're at your house. Sometimes they call, sometimes they just kind of shows up unexpectedly. Oh, I cannot send my children to school this month because I do not have any money. My car broke down. I need a tire. I need a car. My house I cannot pay for at this time. They kind of grab and get. No, Jesus. Here you are and keep giving away everything that you have, and then you left your house empty. You're going to be at the same level with them too because you keep throwing away. You throw too much away. You're going to be at the same. Sometimes they know what they're doing. They keep asking what you give them. They say it's broken or it's went out, but they still have it. They want to suck everything you have. And then sometimes you just keep on giving away what you have. And later when you find out you don't have nothing to give away. And they laugh at you, your husband become a part, your wife become a part, your children become a part division. And then sometimes they have a way to sit down by the door, outside the door, and then they kind of call you when they see you passing by, and they're making big laugh at you. you want you to be crazy. So you have to know how much I should give. If I give you something today, you better do something with it. Don't think that tomorrow you're gonna come ask me again. That's how Jesus, the talents that Jesus, when Jesus was going somewhere in vacation or somewhere wherever the master was going, he said, "This is my seed." He called the disciples, his servant. He gives so and so much. He gives so and so some talents. He gives so and so some talents. He said, "Go and make this talent work." Now, if I give you today, you better do something with it. Don't think that I am there. Because I am there, you think you're going to ask me again. No. What I give you, do something with it. If you do something with it, you need a little bit more, I can help you. But some people, they don't want to do anything with it. They want to suck in you until you dry. You don't want that. You have to be wise. You have to have your mind settled. I'm going to give you today, but tomorrow, don't you dare come, baby. I have my wife to take care. I have my children to take care. I have to prepare for tomorrow's time. But some of them, they do not want you to prepare. They want to have everything you got. But you better smart enough, wise enough not to give away everything. Or if you have to keep on giving, you will never have some rest. When it's time for you to be resting, that's the time you're going to have to get up and go to work. Work. And when we keep working without supplies, the right amount of sleep for your health, for your well-being, Sooner or later, your body gonna pay for it, baby. You're not Jesus. Even Jesus, the master, he was powerful. He needed some rest too. Remember, he was resting in the boat. He was resting because he knows that rest, the body needs rest. But sometimes if you keep giving away what you have, you will have to keep standing up and work. Today, I encourage you to see life in a complete way, in a different way, the way it should be going. You know? Because the locusts, they all around. They all around. And when your wife leave you, when your husband leave you because of storm, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna criticizing you. Be wise today. Be wise. What would you do today? What would you do today to live a life of success? To live a starting point for your loved ones? What would you do today to leave something? You have to leave something. They are mother to you. They are the core of your being. They come from you. They are your blood. How come a wife being there with you, serving you, it's okay to just take off? She has been serving you. Your children, they are your core. They are your blood. How come you just want to take off? Don't leave a foundation for them. They must have a foundation where they know that, well, my father, he has lived this for me, and I know I can take it from there. I can build it from there. I can That's what Jesus do as a great father, as a great husband, as a great mother. He provides the universe, the cosmos. The cosmos is full with the things that he knows that we may need as a foundation where we can start from there to go wherever we need to be. But if there is nothing, if life itself was the way it was when Jesus has not come yet, Jesus is the one who created everything, the universe and the sea and the fish and everything. But if Jesus didn't come, I mean, there wouldn't be no starting point. So that's how he came and created the things for us to go from there, to start from there. Whatever you need, there is something already there that you can go for. You need a school, there is school somewhere. You sick, you need to go to hospital, there are some hospitals somewhere. You hungry, there are something nearby. But as a husband, you need to build something. You need to starting something. Sometimes you hear senses say, my wife left me. She doesn't love me. She doesn't care. Oh, poor, sorry for you. Poor you. When you are the head, you know there are things, as you are the head, there are things that you should put in alignment. Because the storm will come. It is you have to build that foundation. Some parents don't even think about the children future for tomorrow. And those, as you don't build a future for them tomorrow, they become you see them just turning around. They are the one who created so much trouble in life because the parents didn't build anything for them. They didn't build the structure. Me, I'm here in another land, but if I have to live where my father built the foundation, life will be so much easier in some sort of way, but I do not want to be there. I don't want to be there. I want it to be advanced. You know, wherever you are, wherever the foundation is, whatever your life is, you need to start in something there. Something where your loved ones don't have to go crazy, hungry, needing. No, it is you. It is you. Today, think how you can leave a legacy. It doesn't have to be Martin Luther King legacy. It doesn't have to be Mr. Roosevelt legacy. It doesn't have to be so and so's legacy. You can build your own legacies, big or small, where your children can talk so beautifully about you tomorrow. Oh, my father. Oh, he was such an awesome man. He was such a great man. A man of valor. A man who cares for his family. Do you care for your family? Do you care for your wife? Do you care for your friend? Do you care? How much you care? Someone to say, I love you. You love me? Really? Tell me how much you care for me. Tell me how much you care for me. Because whosoever you worship, whosoever you spend time, whosoever you dedicate your life with, whosoever you worship, is that thing that you love, is the person that you love. If you don't worship me, you don't love me. If you don't care for me, for my well-being, you don't love me. If you don't care about what will happen to me, about my future, about my tomorrow, you don't love me. How much you care for the one that you say that you love. Jesus said that wherever your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Yeah. What does life mean to you today? What is it? What is it? What is the name? What is the person you want to be from here till tomorrow to tomorrow? What kind of the person you want to be? What kind of wife you want to be? What kind of husband you want to be? What kind of children you want to your children, how you want them to be? You have to start small. You know, start small. That's how seed is. Seed never big. I never seen a bigger seed. I never seen seed usually small to become an harvest. It has to be small. You have to start wherever you have, whatever you are, whatever you can get. Start from there. And then in no time, you will see the difference. But you have to be willing to start. A baby that just come to the mama's belly has a big stuff, a big spot of blood. No, it's gradually the transformation take place. You know, you have to, whatever you want to do today, you can go wherever you are. You can buy a bag of candy, because you are the one who need to build something. I am not. You are the one who need to build something. Whatever you need to build, I don't know it. You know it. I want to be a candy retailer. Well, I do not have money to go buy a whole lot of stuff of candy. But let me go ahead and buy a bag of candy. And I go today. I go to people's, house to house, sell one candy and one candy here, one candy there. And then next thing I know, when I go back today to the warehouse, I can buy 2 bag candy now. I can buy 2 bags. So I can buy apple. I can buy a bag of apple. And I know it's meaning to produce something. I give that person an apple for whatever you want to sell it from. And then you go from there. Because Whatever you want to become, you have to be willing to do it small. I mean, it's small, small. You have to start small. It's okay if you are a big millionaire. You can, I mean, even the millionaire become is a millionaire. Not that millionaire wasn't that way. The millionaire started small. Started small. Today you might think that, well, I would love to buy my children a house. I would love to leave my wife a house, but I don't. But no, you can. Start small. Start putting uh, 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 s- some gold diggers away. Start accumulate small, and then year after year you will see how much you're gonna have. Next thing you know, your house, your wife has some money in case you pass away. She has some money to buy a house where she doesn't have to be on the street, where she doesn't have to beg people for a spot to stay with their children. You have to start small and know that you cannot keep giving away what you have. What do you want to do today? Because if you do not do what you should do, you cannot have rest. No, you cannot have rest. Because yesterday it was Labor Day. Labor Day, which symbolized that people who have work, who get things done, who build things. Yesterday was a time to celebrate them for the things they have done. What did you do today? What did you do last year? What did you do last month? Time passing by. You cannot keep resting, resting, resting. I mean, your rest wouldn't have no significance if you don't do the job that you should be doing. Rest is good, but too much rest is not good. Today, I encourage you to give away some sleep, to give away some rest, where you can be the husband God wants you to be, where you can be the wife God wants you to be. Sometimes it's how you blend things together. It's how you blend things make you become a great husband. It's how you blend things make you become a good wife. What is I don't know. I don't know how you see it. I don't know how you want it to be. What it is you know. It is you know. What should I be? What should I do to become? When my wife looking at me to say, honey, oh sugar, I love you. It's so nice to be with you. And sometimes you feel like to say it, but there's nothing that person did in a way, in a sense of value to express it that way. There's nothing. There's no blend, because that person's still living in a poverty. That person's still living in a bedlam area. Oh, I don't know. But you have to think. God loves us so much in many ways. He describes his love in a way that I love you. I want you. You are my part. He gave himself, his precious life for us, totally and completely for us to describe his love. He had created the universe with everything that you know. Oh, what a father that we may need to show his love. If you love me, what did you do? What did you do to show me that you love me? You don't love me, baby. You don't. You don't. Because when you love somebody, that love inspires you to do something. You cannot stay unmovable saying that you love me. Please stop. You don't love me. You don't. It's what you do. Ah, Jesus. What you do. Resting. You work 6 days, and that 6 day, you do something. You do something, and then you rest. There's no rest. There's no success. There's no happiness. No wealth. If you didn't do the job that you should be doing. So you have to work to build some possession, to build some asset, so you can have you can have life a the way Jesus said, I want you to be multiplied. So therefore you can be multiplied by accumulated work and accumulated work and accumulated work and accumulated. Not work and give away, give away, give away, give away. No, no, no. I mean, you will never have rest because you don't build anything. Sometimes it's what you build when you look at it. Oh my, look at what I have accomplished. Now let me rest. 6 days. Jesus said we work 6 days. And then you rest on Sundays. You know? Sometimes the things that you have accomplished, the things that you have accumulated cannot tell you, baby, you should take some rest now, darling. You need some rest. But if you have not accumulated anything, you have to force yourself, keep on moving, keep on moving. But it's a beautiful thing to rest, especially with the one that you love. A beautiful wife. The wife that you love, the husband that you love, the children that you love, the people that you love. You know, it's wonderful to have rest. But in order to have that rest, that beautiful rest, you have to do something. You have to do something. Because if you don't, it may cause trouble. It must cause trouble. It must cause trouble. You know, in Revelation chapter 1, Revelation chapter 1, verse 10, Jesus took some rest. So I made this video. It could have be a little bit different than the way that you hear people preach sermons on the Sabbath. But like I said previously, that there are many ways that you can present the statement. It's depend how you want it to be. It's depend how you view it. But I presented it this way, in a way to impel you, in a way to motivate you to know what to do in order to have that rest. There is no rest without work. In order to rest, you have to do the job. And it's the same way, in order to have something in this life, to have it beautifully, to have it the way you want to do it, you have to put the work. You have to do the work the work. Some people, they want to have the desire of their lives, but they don't want to do the job. What did you do to have the things? What were you willing to do the things that you want to do? You dream about it. You want to have it. What are you willing to do? But as you know, my time has arrived. So I make this video so you can learn something. You can learn something and you can go from there. God has given us everything. But at the same way, you have to have faith, you have to have confidence, and you have to do the job to get what you want, and then to have rest. May this video be a blessing to you, to your family, to your loved ones, to your future. May you learn something from this video. So I am not a prophet that can speak in another way that probably with sensation, and then you don't get pretty much anything after I finish to preach, I finished to talk. But I talk that way in a way that you can learn something. And the best thing is to learn something and do something with what you learn. I love you. You're not alone. He loves you more than you can ever imagine. So he loves you. He wants you to have a complete life, a life of increase, a life of multiplication, multiply. So today, do something that you can have a complete rest, the rest that you want to have. Amen. God bless you. He loves you, and so am I. I do love you, and I see you next time in another video. Rev Johane. God bless you.